everyone and welcome to another video. In today's video we will be taking a lovely bluebell walk and also seeing the reservoir while doing it. So we're going to have a great time. We can get some lovely photos and hopefully we'll see some great birds as well. The dogs are very keen to go. They're already whining, so let's head right now. The weather's looking lovely and it's peak bluebell season, so stay tuned because it will get really nice. So here we are now in Harrowley. This is often seen as the midpoint between us and the reservoir, and it is looking absolutely lovely in the spring sun. Flowers are coming up, trees are blossoming, and it's super nice. But instead of going into the dip like we usually do to get to the reservoir, our plan is to go through the bluebells. So there is actually also a path to the left of Harrowley, which takes you through Bluebell Woods and eventually comes out on the other side of the reservoir. So if we continue walking down through the left side of Harrowley, we'll eventually get to the back side of the reservoir, can walk up it to get back to the reservoir, see some birds, back down the reservoir into the dip, and instead of going back the normal way through Harrowley again, we're going to turn right because there's also a path through the dip that goes through these woods and eventually comes out back at the house. So that will be a great trip. We'll see many bluebells and it will be really nice. And hopefully we see birds in the process as well. So stay tuned. But here is the path into the bluebell woods, and once we go through there we will be able to see lots of bluebells, and it looks super nice in there in spring with the sun. You can definitely see there's blossom coming up. Look at this lovely plant. But anyway, I'll see you again once we're in the bluebell woods. We are now inside the woods. As you can see, the bluebells in the sun are looking lovely. Lots of birdsong. There's chiffchaffs, robins, blackbirds, and we're only maybe 50 meters through the wood. So super nice. All the bluebells are looking absolutely lovely. The dogs are all having great fun chasing all sorts of animals, but here, oh my goodness, it looks so nice and the smell is amazing as well. But once we come through these woods, we emerge on the outer side of the reservoir and we can go up it again and see more birds. So it's a really nice walk and we can see both bluebells and birds. So it's going to be a really great one. Here's Cora. And we're just going to stroll for a few minutes through it. So if you want to, you can skip ahead because this will just be us now walking through the woods. But if you want to, stay because the scenery is really nice. because of recent winds and things, quite a lot of trees have been knocked over, unfortunately, but they really were quite strong. There was actually quite a large storm, I think, further north in the UK, which caused quite a lot of damage. Luckily, this area hasn't been too badly struck. Where's Nesta? Nesta! Nesta! Oh well, she'll catch up. I'm disturbing the wildlife anyway. I should be quiet. But now we are nearly at the edge of the woods. All the bluebells are looking lovely. They're in full blossom pretty much by now. But here is the edge of the woods. So we've just walked through the entire wood and we come out on the back side of the reservoir pretty much. So once we walk down this path a bit more, we'll get to the reservoir and we'll see some cool birds as well. Oh wow. It is absolutely lovely. It looks like a sea. So I'll see you again on the path that leads to the reservoir. Nessa says hi as well now. Good girl. She's come back. So now everybody, we've just emerged from the path that led us through the woods from Harrowley. It's just round here. We just came through there. But now, if we head down this path for a little bit longer, a couple 100 meters, we get to the backside of the reservoir. And from there we can climb up and get a great view of all the birds. But as I said, in all these woods, the bluebells are absolutely lovely. And here is the best I've seen so far. Just look. It's just wow. It's like an entire sea of them. And it looks super nice with the sun as well. So I'm gonna get a few snaps of this, and I'll see you back when we're at the reservoir, which is just a couple 100 meters down this footpath. So hello everyone again. Here we are a bit further down the path, and I just thought it'd be worth mentioning that as I came out of the path we went down through the bluebells, I heard so many bird calls, and there were so many mixed up that I couldn't entirely recognize them. So I used my recorder to record them, and it picked up so many. Within 10 seconds of the recording, it picked up a blackcap, a robin, a wren, a goldcrest, a garden warbler, a pheasant, and a blackbird. And that's within the first 10 seconds. And quite a lot of those birds, including a lovely blackcap that I saw, were very near me, and it was super nice. So great birding wise. We've got a lot to add to our list for today, and hopefully we'll add even more once we get to the reservoir, which, speaking of which, is just beyond that fence over there. So once we get there, we will have lots of fun, and we'll go down and take another route through the bluebells with possibly more birdsong, and have great fun with the dogs as well. So stay tuned. So here we are now at the reservoir. We've just climbed up the back from that path, which is the path that led through the woods. And so far, I haven't seen many birds on the reservoir so far, but of what I can see, I looked through my binoculars a bit as well, and there are coots, tufted ducks, a great crested grebe, which is nice, which is over there, so that's not extremely common, a cormorant on that side, some mallards, and some grey-lag geese. Oh yes, plus a swan all the way on the other side. So not so much, but it definitely it's quite nice to see the cormorant and great crested grebe, because they're not here every day, you know, and they usually like the floods more, which we will go to, by the way, before the end of the holidays. But yes, now we're gonna head round the reservoir, and I'll keep you updated if I see any more birds. But while I'm doing that, yeah, I might do some recordings and just see what we have. But yeah, then we're gonna head down, go through the dip, but instead of going back through Harrowley to go home, we're gonna go through the forest path that leads from the dip, and then head through all the bluebells. That's a much longer walk than through the woods that we just did. So we'll see some more bluebells and hopefully hear some more birdsong. So that will be nice. And then we emerge on another path that leads back to the house. So that will be the entire walk. So we're going to start doing that now. And hopefully the birds we see will be very loud so we can hear them, especially in the woods. But I'm gonna walk around, and once we're on the other side, we're gonna walk down. But I'll see you when we're there, and just keep you updated on any bird sightings. So now we're on the other side of the reservoir. So in total, a summary of the birds we've seen. We've seen coots, mallards. I've seen tufted ducks as well on that side. We've seen two great crested grebes, because there's one in the center of the camera now. Do you see? It's right in the center now, and that's a great crested grebe as well. We've got grey lag geese, Egyptian geese, which were on these banks. If you see over there, there's a speck of white in the bush in the center of the camera to the right of the reeds. And that speck of white is actually a mother sitting on a nest, a mother goose. And nests will become more common as spring progresses. And at this time of year, you will see birds, especially water birds, who are a bit earlier than others, building nests in trees, bushes, anything. And quite often in the spring, you see nests being built in these bushes. So in upcoming videos on the channel, we'll definitely see more birds and eggs as well. But we will stay away, because we need to respect their privacy, I guess you could call it. But yeah, it's good not to disturb them. Here are the two Egyptian geese above that bush. Yeah, and that's mostly all. But the cormorant has gone over to that side, and that's mostly all the birds we saw. So Egyptian geese, grey lag geese, Canada geese, coots, mallards, tufted ducks, a cormorant, two great crested grebes, and yeah, that's mostly all. But quite a good birding day on the reservoir. And now we're gonna head down into these woods and take a lovely walk through them, where we'll likely to see even more bluebells, and it will be super nice, hopefully with all the birdsong as well. So yeah, that's all for the reservoir for today. But now another journey begins through the bluebell woods. We've just come down from the reservoir, and we're now in the dip, as you can probably recognize from previous videos. Up there's the reservoir, and up there is Harrowley, which we've just been. But instead of going up Harrowley, we are gonna go left through this path. And this path is quite long. It takes us all the way through these woods, and these woods have some of the best bluebells in the area. So we're gonna get some lovely photos, and we're gonna have great fun. So let's now begin our journey through these woods, which are super nice, and hopefully we hear some birdsong as well. So, oh wow, it's already getting quite thick with bluebells. You can already see. But I'll see you again once we're further in the woods, and we've got quite a lot of ground to cover. So this will be quite a big adventure, which we like. Here are all the bluebells. Unfortunately, there seems to be a tree that's fallen over on the path, but we'll just go under it. And yeah, there's quite a lot of trees uprooted around here because of the wind. But the bluebells are looking lovely as ever. And it's starting to get thick with them. So I'll see you again once we're deeper in the woods. So now we're a bit further into the woods. We're on a little bit of a raised platform as the path goes up a bit. But just to let you know of where we are, Harrow Ley is still to our right, as these are the woods that border it. And as I said, they're just thick with bluebells at this time of year. I've taken some lovely photos, which I'll show you. But just to let you know of how thick they are, it looks like you can't even see the bottom of these tree trunks. It's that thick. Always lovely going through here. And we can hear lots of birdsong. There's a long-tailed tit, which is making a rather loud trill up in those trees somewhere. I can hear it. But at the end of this path, which stretches for another maybe half a kilometer, we emerge on another path which actually takes us back down to the house. So it's really quite convenient. But the scenery has been beautiful today, and I'm so glad we've had the chance to do this walk, because it was such a great idea to put it on the channel, because it's actually so nice. But anyway, I'll see you again when we're nearing the end of the path, and I hope you enjoyed the forest walks through the bluebells, because I most definitely did, and the dogs have as well, because they've been sniffling about. So I'll see you again later. Bye! So now we're at the end of the path. We've just come through from there, and the bluebells have now faded away, but once we emerge from here, we can turn right, which takes us all the way back to the house. So it was a really, really lovely walk. We managed to go through 2 bluebell woods and the reservoir, and we really, really had great fun. So I hope you enjoyed the walk, and I'll show as many photos as I can of the beautiful scenery, because it really is amazing. And we heard so many birds, and my notebook is definitely going to be filled to the brim with loads of songbirds and water birds from the reservoir. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did too, and I'll see you again soon, maybe for a chicken update. So goodbye everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.